Making news in America this morning, breaking overnight, people filling the streets in America's cities, protesting President-elect Donald Trump.
Crowds set fires, blocked freeways, and gathered at Trump's buildings all across the country.
Overnight protesters hit the streets from coast to coast. Seattle, Chicago, New York. No, Donald Trump! Thousands of people marched in at least 10 cities.
During the second straight day of protests, I got hit over the election of Donald Trump. Officers declaring the demonstration a riot after several people began vandalizing cars and businesses in the city's Pearl District. Some protesters launched fireworks and other projectiles at police.
I threw a trash can at them because I'm angry.
Will you go home?
No, I will not go home.
Blocks from the White House, but far removed from the peaceful transfer of power, anti-Trump protests turned violent today. More than 200 people were arrested. 6 police officers were wounded.
Burning cars and smashed windows. A small group of protesters dressed in black, their faces covered, armed with hammers and bricks. Before the swearing-in ceremony even began, protesters tried to block checkpoint entrances. Several officers injured during the protest today, and more than 100 people arrested.
Trash cans and then 3 vehicles set on fire.
Vandalism aimed at downtown businesses prompted riot police to descend on these unruly protesters. One demonstrator threw a flashbang grenade back at police. It exploded in an officer's face. One protester tossed an American flag onto a bonfire. All throughout Inauguration Day, police had their hands full, with some demonstrators who smashed storefronts and set a limousine on fire. More than 200 arrests were made and 6 police officers injured.
And that has been people, individuals who have banded together, ordinary people who simply saw what needed to be done and came together and supported those ideals, who have made the difference. They've marched, they've bled. Yes, some of them have died.
This is, I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them, and you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
But Michelle says that, when they go low, we go high. No. When they go low, we kick them. That's what this new Democratic Party is about.
They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. And this is a movement, I'm telling you. They're not going to stop. And everyone beware, because they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that they're not going to let up, and they should not.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives. And unfortunately, there's plenty to go around.
Let me be very clear. The scenes of chaos at the Capitol do not reflect a true America, do not represent who we are. What we're seeing are a small number of extremists dedicated to lawlessness. This is not dissent. It's disorder. It's chaos. It borders on sedition.
Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A sitting president of the United States trying to ruin my life forever.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
It's an actor dressed to look just like President Donald Trump as he's assassinated on stage.
Protesters clash in Berkeley, California, as anti-Trump protesters showed up for a scheduled pro-Trump Patriot Day rally.
Stop doing violence upon other people. Stop doing violence upon neighborhoods. It doesn't
hate crimes and I'm sorry, Kate. Hate crimes and protesting are not the same thing.
Let me just say, one mother to another, do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless cunt.
Trump was furious. He said, I am the only one who gets to talk dirty about my daughter.
I'm going to say one thing. Fuck Trump.
These are live images, folks, at the doors of the Supreme Court.
A disturbing viral video shows a mob of teens in Make America Great Again hats harassing a Native American elder in Washington.
Are you suggesting that the entire Trump vote was racist and by racists?
I think yes. I think it. I do.
And now it's time to turn the page, as we've done throughout our history, to unite, to heal.